Hello, this is Steve Malone with ComStFX. Hope you're doing well today and again some good trades. Well, the Greek elections did affect the euro dollar. Some were looking for the euro dollar to move down, others were looking for the push to the upside. Well, with the new Democratic Party winning the election by a few percentage points, it looks like a new Greek coalition government will be formed that favor the continuation of a bailout program. And Eurozone leaders have agreed that they'll ease the terms on Greece. So with all that being said, and I really don't want to get into rehashing the situation with the euro and the Eurozone, there's plenty of news you can check about that. I just simply want to take a look at the euro dollar, what it's doing, and look at how the effect of this weekend's election and what's going on right now with the euro is affecting other euro-based pairs. Let's take a quick look. As you can see here, the euro dollar on Sunday evening gapped up and went to a high of about 27.45. Then today we've seen it drop down to about 25.55. And right now it's settled in right around the 25.80 area, where it is about this range that we were in last week, this up and down. Some are estimating a slide back down based upon the bigger technical aspect. I favor a move back down simply because of a couple of things that I've noticed in the marketplace. Number one, technically, I see a head and shoulders pattern with the neckline from that low point across to this low point of about 125 to 125.20 area. As a matter of fact, we broke that, came down to almost the 141.4, which is right around that 122.66 level. I still think there's a possibility of us going back down to about the 122.50 area. But if you take a quick look at the daily chart, let me show you something. I'm going to run the fibs from this high to this low point right here. And let's just see what type of retracement we've had thus far in this neckline retest. You can see that we've gone up to a 38.2 on the daily fib, right around that 127.45 level as I talked about, and we've dropped back down to about that 23.6. We're bouncing in an area that's your typical take profit area. A close below the 23.6. Look for continuation on down. Now that's a technical aspect. Let's look at some of the fundamentals of the marketplace. As a matter of fact, it's been reported that investors are fleeing the euro. Real money account managers, those who manage pension funds and other managed institutional funds, are getting out of euro-denominated investments. They were sellers into strength last week, and they are selling into weakness this week. And they're literally moving out of the euro into dollar, yen, and the Aussie dollar. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. This is interesting. The Aussie dollar had a strong push down today, and if I simply do the fib extension like I do in my live active trade room from the last swing low to the last swing high, you can see that it came right down to the 141.4. Now there's a key trend level that needs to be broken if we're going to continue going on down. It could see a bounce off of it. If I simply go from this lowest low point over here to that next low point, this is a key level right in the neighborhood of about 123.50. Right now we're about 100 pips above that. If we come down and break this level, then there's a possibility that the Euro Aussie could slide back down towards its lowest low back here, which sits at about the 121.30 level. So look for a possible bounce right around this 23.40 level. If we get a bounce off of that, then a possible push back up. But again, this is looking at euro weakness and Aussie strength. As the Aussie dollar has the highest interest rate in the world, and pension funds and other long-term institutional managed funds look for appreciating investments, there's a possibility of coming out of that euro into the Aussie just to get the appreciation of a higher interest-bearing currency. As far as the euro yen is concerned, this is interesting because when you go out to a monthly chart, we are now at a tested 88.6 fib retrace from this low back here to the high point. It's had a strong move down. It's actually had about 3 steps down, 1, 2, 3 steps down, a test of the 88.6. There's a possibility, depending upon what the BOJ does, to see this possibly push back up, not based on euro dollar strength, but based upon yen weakness. there was talk today that the BOJ may actually step up their purchases of U.S. Treasuries to kind of counteract the strength in the yen. If the yen strengthens up, though, there's a possibility of it sliding back down towards 95, then starting to test all-time lows, going back all the way to 88, 85 area. Well, folks, it's Dean Malone with Compass FX. I hope some of the information about the euro dollar and the potential direction for it. Look for a potential slide back down to 25.20 area. If it breaks that, then we push down back towards that 122.50, 122.60 area. With that, folks, y'all take care. Have yourself a great day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.